Hey, Shalom. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahak Wadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakaryim, Shah, Yasha Allah. That's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Now, this is a clear message. This is a clear message, to whoever this message is for. See, the minute of the Lord, we're not taking these times that we in as a joke. Our eyes is on the prize. We looking at the world for what it is. And we looking through the eyes of the prophecies of the book. Because, hold on, before I get into this video, and this is a gift from Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, to have these eyes right now. Because the Lord tell you about the spirit of prophecy. This is Revelations 19 verse 10. This is John speaking. And I fell at his feet to worship him. Speaking about, there was an angel sent to bring the message to John. John saw the angel. He fell on his feet to worship the angel. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. So the angel stopped him. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren. So what equaled John to this angel? We about to find out. That have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So that made them brothers. We are angels trapped in these bodies, but we have a message. And that's the spirit of prophecy, which is to say before. Now, the minute of the Lord is out there on the corner, and this is time sensitive. There's a time when these prophecies vanish. They go away. And when that happens, all the words come true.
Strong's G 4394.
Prophetia, right? The gifts and utterance of these prophets, of the predictions of the works of which set apart to teach the gospel, will accomplish for the kingdom of Hamashiach. So that's what these prophecies are for. A prediction, right? Let me read this one right here. Of the prediction of events relating to Yahushah's kingdom and its speedy triumph, together with the consolation and admonishing pertaining to it, the spirit of prophecy, the divine mind to which the prophetic faculty is due, and that's not given to everyone. So when in the middle of the Lord is telling you that World War III is here and it's about to hit, and you don't listen, then you on your own. Because this is leading to the kingdom of Hamashiach. But I'm going to let this guy speak. He once worked at the Pentagon. He's going to say something about the budget. This is because when you setting up for war, like the scriptures tell you, once again, Salakia, you got to count the costs when you go to war, right? Our Lord even made a statement about this. 1 second. This is called the cost of a discipleship, right? It says, I'm gonna start from here. It says, or what king? This is Luke 14:31. Okay, 14:31. Or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first and consulteth whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000, or else while the other is yet a greater way off, he sendeth ambassadors and desireth condition of peace. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple. I mean, in other words, you got to count the costs before you go to war, before you start building. You got to make sure that you can do this thing. And we're going to look at the budget here. The cost has been counted. You know, there's something called a war economy. You know? Now, matter of fact, because this what Russia is in right now. You know, Ukraine. Let me just see something. You gotta count the cost, man. So people thinking this is a joke, and Trump gonna bring this in. He gonna bring in that MOTB, war economy. War economy definition, right? So a war economy is a country's economic system during a time of war, when the government recognizes its industries to support the war effort. A war economy prioritizes the production of goods and services that support the war, while also trying to strengthen the economy as a whole. So basically everything is being dumped in to the economy to support the war. And that's what's happening. And you can expect 2025 to pick it up. So they're going to go, so this guy's going to go into the budget. Because, yes, they're going to have to turn the United States into a war economy. So this is where we at. So the men of the Lord are not wasting time. They got the spirit of prophecy. Call Lord Yahbashim Yahushua, Yahratazah. I'm part of the men. We coming out, we prophesying, we warning. Prepare yourself. Get yourself spiritually prepared for the second coming of Yahushua Hamashiach, because he's on his way.
I worked at the Pentagon and on the defense contracting side with companies like General Dynamics, so I'm typically love looking at the defense budget. World War III is going to start sometime this year and extend into 2024. It's pretty much confirmed in the budget of the U.S. government. Every year I go through these budget summaries and I look for essentially changes. Look for things that are odd or stand out. So this is last year's, and I recall that there was $766 billion.
Now, mind you, that was he's going through. This is from 2022. They're gonna go through 2022, 2023, and we're at the end. We're in November, the last year of 2024, where it's really started getting hot, because it started getting hot once they went into Ukraine, and they had to set that budget. And they started dumping all that money into Ukraine. Now we over here at the end of 2024 going into 2025. So this thing it's been dragging, so it's getting hot now. So they dumping more money. So you can imagine what's about to happen going into 2025.
2022 and 2023. That's really odd when you have a 0% increase for a defense budget. But this year's budget plan has changed drastically. So we've got the fiscal year 2024 budget. I've pulled these defense numbers over here to this spread. Remember, they had planned a 0% increase for 2023, and around 2% is pretty normal for increase. They're planning a 10% increase on a multi-billion-dollar budget for 2024. 10% on $800 billion is...
And that was this year. That was this year. So you can imagine the rollout for 2025. So this is not the time to be playing games. Within a blink of an eye, this thing can happen. Which it is. It's going to take off. And you know what else is going to take off? These concentration camps. Because there's another part of this video I want to show you. You know, but we got to remember that our salvation is nearer than when we believe. Can you imagine that? This thing is happening. That's why we keep our eyes on the prize, man. Don't get caught up in the cares of this life, man, this Babylonian life here. This is Romans 13 and 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and in drunkenness and in chambering and in wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on Yahushua HaMashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. And we ain't dealing like that right now. That's these Babylonians. They caught up in the cares of this life. For we know our salvation is nearer than when we believe. Now, let's get to another part of this video, because they're building these camps, under FEMA. They calling them FEMA camps, but they putting them next to airports. Now, there's 4 airports, and you know why they put them next to the airports? Because it's easy to fly them in and fly them out. And if you gotta leave the country, it's easy to move around, and you got a camp that's about a mile or 2 from the port. That's good business, and it's by the major highway. So they setting everything up, because they know when this war pop off, they're gonna unleash this MOTB. Because the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, for those that don't know, that's the RFID chip. It will be made mandatory and presented to you real soon. Okay? You can look at the cabinet that Trump put up. He got Dr. Oz that's going to set it off. Yeah, they coming straight out with it. They say this is going to be the revolution. No more need for cell phones. Those that resist, you're going to have a hard time in the world. And the minute the Lord put the spirit on us, we're going to resist. Right? And a lot of us going to be brought to these camps for the miracles to work. Okay? But when you let me do something here.
About making their rent, about being able to afford groceries. How do you tell someone like that, hey, if you put...
When you go, let's fast forward a little. This is JW television. Yeah. These are the camps here. They're next to these airports now. So they pulling like the sheet off these camps, and they revealing them. You can imagine what they got inside these camps. So they're going to bring some of these immigrants here, because when Trump get in office, they're going to unleash ICE. A lot is about to take place in the next few months going into 2025. That's why I say, do not make provision for the flesh. We ain't focused on the flesh right now, your jobs. We love our families, but we put in Yahweh Shah first. We stay connected. Because we're going to need supernatural power, divine intervention to get through what's about to happen, man.
For the FEMA, the first that was stationed.
Look at these.
We're seeing footage here where this is going to be a staging ground for them. They got multiple facilities you can see here, so they could potentially use these facilities I'm not sure if they will put their staff there, or they want to put emergency supplies there. Maybe they want to store water. Maybe they want to, because all the supplies here, this is what I think.
These are the captivity camps here, man. Get a good look. And earlier in this video, I'm not going to go to it, but you can go over to here to JWTV and check it out yourself. This came out last night. I was looking at it. There was a report, because there's a lot of abandoned buildings around my area, around your area too, inside your state, that's just sitting there. It could be a Walgreens, CVS, could be an old gymnasium, an old church, whatever, an old mall that's just sitting there, boarded up. They're now opening these buildings up, and they putting barbed wire fences, dogs, security, and they're moving trucks in and out, and they're putting lights. So one lady was saying how she think it was good that FEMA came over here and, started using this building, because they telling the people in the area that this is medical supplies and they here to help victims and the immigration. And she's going with the flow, not knowing the signs of the time, not knowing what time that she in, not knowing what's going on with FEMA, not checking this stuff out. So these people are lost in the sauce, man. These are captivity camps. Bunkers, small bed, twin size bed. You can do a lot with this here. But this goes into it do tell you that the men of the Lord will be idle, offer things to idols in 2nd Esdras. That's the 16th chapter. But I want to get this here in Jeremiah 15:2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? This is the children of Israel asking Jeremiah, meaning, where should we go? Can we go somewhere to escape? Nah. Then shalt thou tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as are for death to death. And the minute there's going to be nowhere to turn for these people. and such as are for sword to sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are the captivity to the captivity. Now, these captivity, these base, when you go into this word captivity here,
Strong's H 7628, Chevi,
Shabaya, to captivity, captive. Hold on. Let me see something here. You can go to the root. Precious stones. A gate. Provision meaning flame. No, it's not what I want. Let me see. 1 second. Let's go into captive. Going to captive here. Captive. A prisoner. A convict. Detained. An inmate. A prisoner of war. These are these captivity camps, man. Confined. Locked up. Under restraint. Restriction. So Jeremiah was told to say, a lot of y'all going into these captivity camps. You know, and what was written aforetime is written for our learning today. So now we can see. When he says those who are disdained for war to war, those who are disdained for famine to famine, those who are disdained for captivity to captivity. And these are these captivity camps, and they all over the place. In your state, in your city, they ready to go. They ready to go. So we about to hit a very wild time.
I think if they were to put their supplies here in this Michigan Oscoda camp, not camp, but airport, which could be converted to a camp for FEMA, they could then move their supplies out and also move in supplies easily, and also exit the country in case anything else happens. Somebody says 904, I found you, LOL. And then at DC, like we was just saying, they're training them and talking about civil unrest and everything else. So this is really something that we should be paying more attention to. The question is, how do you?
Yeah. So get ready, Akim, Akwa. Things are happening. I just wanted to say a couple words on this. You know, blow the trumpet. They moving while you sleep. You know, late night, early morning. Things are being set up right over your head. You know, your taxes, your hard-working dollars, your empty dollars is about to be dumped into this World War III. You know, this draft for your children, your nieces, your nephews, it's about to come to pass. And those that don't want to go to war, guess what? They got these camps here. These camps going to be utilized for many things. Many things. So we definitely about to hit a full speed ahead Jacob trouble, man. Jeremiah 30, verse 7. So stay up, giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who told me this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakaryam, Shah Yashala. That's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.